Hello, I'm Colonel Failure, and this is A Train 9 Revision 3. Yes, it is. We look out over this magnificent vista of the two, well, city suburbs, I guess we can call them, that have emerged so far from our playthrough to date. I've not moved any further forward. You join us from the point at which we left last time around. Let's take a quick tour, shall we? Right. There we go. So this is Station 2. Still don't have a name for this, and it would be nice to, be able to place a flag in the ground that would say, this area is called whatever. And it's growing nicely. Last time around, we were slightly concerned at the fact that it wasn't growing. Don't get me wrong, not heavily concerned, slightly concerned. Look at it, it's going really rather nicely. Our goods train, as ever, in and out like a goods unloading yo-yo. Good analogy. And then we head over through this kind of back road that we built last time around, which is also expanding. Good job there, chaps. Onto this section here. I think, thinking about it, if I bulldoze these two, I can link that road up. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't like doing that because it's expensive. Give me the removal button. How much? Okay, that cost a bit. And let's get rid of this as well. No, I want you to... Whoa, what? What? No, remove. There we go. There we go. Right, that should, please, just connect. Otherwise, this will have been a fruitless exercise. Just like that. Brilliant. Anybody is now welcome to move in there, and everybody's happy. Good. Right, onwards. Yes, and here we come into Station 1. Now, I'm only running 3 trains at the moment, but the routes are quite short, and they're... Ooh, did we not have... He didn't seem to unload anything. We appear to have tapped out our factory. That's unusual. Okay, well, we'll leave it going and see if it catches up. The whole point of building this out here in the first place was to enable this factory to be expanded suitably, by which I mean we add secondary factories in there. It's not really worth doing so until we've got multiple trains picking up. But, we can work with this. We can work with this. So, what am I going to do today? Right, well, there was... where are we? Here we go. Let's go over here. So, this area here has started to build up out the end of the track, which was what I'd hoped to avoid. And I need to stop the rot there. 5 million, 5 million. It's going to cost me 10 million already. So, let's pause the game. And get rid of those. I didn't want to spend that money. Really didn't. But let's fix it there. I either do this now or I do it later, and it costs even more. And we need to think about where we want to go next. So we've got a few options, and effectively we're going to be over time. Filling in virtually the whole island with city. The whole island? No, the whole map. The whole map is going to be one gigantic city. What that does to my frame rate, who knows? But that's the goal. So I want to be thinking about expanding around here, maybe. Let's have a look. Let's see what we can do on that front. Not a lot if you don't click properly. There we go. Right, so if I want to go around here, it will do that quite happily. Actually, that's quite nice. That's quite elegant. Well, elegance may be overkill as far as language is concerned, but that's not so bad. So let's just go as far as there for the moment. Right. And then let's do something similar going out the other way. That way, once we've got this done, it should mean that the city we're coming out of, the kind of the suburb that we're coming out of, district. Shall I settle on district? District. We'll settle on district. The district that I'm coming out of is free to expand however it pleases. Now, I want to be able to merge both of these. I didn't think I'd get that lucky. And that bit of mountains in the way there. Maybe it's just a simple points job like that. Okay, and then can I do the opposite direction? Have I got space? No, of course I haven't. What about coming off here? Yeah, we can do that. Let's keep it short. Turn, turn, turn. There we go, and we'll tunnel through that one. Okay, right. Leave it alone. I have to remember to keep an eye on the finances. This is a game where your financial situation is fragile. So, at the moment, our goods train comes in on this, as we look at it now, left-hand side. But it means it can fly out here over to City District 3. Actually, District is kind of cool, isn't it? Now, we want to also be able to carry on in that direction. So maybe this track wants to go to there and then over there. I'd lay it and then unlay it again if there were any kind of an undo button, but there is not. Let's see what it's happy doing as a maximum curve. Oh, it'll do whatever I ask it. That's splendid. Okay, so I'm going to stick a station in now. Number of platforms, length of platform 6. We've been doing 8 so far. And we'll stick with that, and we'll have 2 platforms. And then let's spin that round here. No, there. Yeah, that's all right. It's maybe a little overkill. You know, it's really quite close to the other one, but this is, you know, this is what the game's all about, is building. This is more, so whereas Train Fever is a lot about kind of connecting cities up, this is, you know, building one sort of inner city route. Let's take this one out the other way. And I know it's not going to want to go round there. That's okay, that's cool, but let's go to there, and then do a track merge, like that. Okay, cool, right. So then this leaves us free to expand out that way to go around there. Let's just make sure it's happy doing that. Thank you. Yeah, like that, something like this, going over that way, and we'll carry on both tracks. Excellent, okay, great. And then let's put down a depot, materials depot. Do you want to go large? I don't really want to go multiple depots if I can avoid it. But filling out this section in here is going to be good. So I think let's. It doesn't suggest that they have a different radius based on the. I'm going to have a hard time getting multiple lots enough to fill that out here, aren't I? Alright, let's go regular. I'm going to regret this later. And then let's put that there. Whatever. Right. That's enough spending. I think I've blown through 100 million quid since last time already. And then, ideally, we're going to want a second goods train. Or are we? No, we're not. Okay, I'm going to retask the goods train we've got. Right, unpause, let's rock. Okay, where's my goods train? New instructions for you, my friend. Actually, we do that from here, don't we? Right, train. Timetable assistant. Helps if you pick the right train. I thought I had picked the right train. Right, here we go. It's coming out of there with a full load, which it shouldn't. Okay, so direction reverse. We are no longer going to go out to the second area for the time being. Trust me, I've got a plan, and it's a good plan, and it's going to work. I'm near confident that it will work. Continuous. Right, so let's give chase. Now this one doesn't run until kind of it kicks off early in the morning. Right, here we go. So instead of what it has been doing, we're doing departure times, aren't we? Oh no, we're only setting a don't leave at the original. Okay, that's fine. Do nothing. I want to pass through this station. And at the points, I want you to take the branch. And again, branch twice. There we go. So snaking through there. Straight. Yeah, why not? Doesn't matter at the moment. This is and the fun from this game is going to come from having multiple trains. Unload, please. Unload. Continuous. It's going to have from multiple trains and trying to get them working without any overlap. Right, at the points, I want you to take the branch again because the other side's our passenger line. Pass through. So we've left, we've left District 1 with sufficient materials. Reverse, load, take off at the normal time. Good, we're here. Right. Right, so that chap will now start delivering goods down to what will temporarily be called District 3. The numbering is going to be in all kinds of wacky order. And you know what? I'm settled on districts. District is a good name. So here we go. This is District 1. I'm still up for subtitles. If you want to subname it, then please do leave a comment to say, I want District 1 named after me, please. Right, so we've got farms here already. Your District 3. District 3. There we go. Right, now, before farms start getting out of hand in that way that farms always do in this game, let's start getting some road going. We don't want to take the road too far, otherwise we end up with a scenario where it's expanding out of the end of that track, which I don't want. See, that's going to cost me 8 million quid. What a complete rip-off. I mean, I suppose it's a fairly realistic price. There we go. Now, we could do that. That's fun. It's another 2 million there, straight down the tubes. Let's take you... No, from here. There we go. Take you out this way, which is another insanely large amount of money. Actually, let's cancel that and take it back a little. And then connect up to there, really close to the depot. That'll do. That leaves some space for people to build. Bash that out here. I know, I'm supposed to be taking care and attention. Do remind me. Oh, it's so close to wanting to go over there. Okay, well, maybe, maybe we can build a flyover. Where's the... you have to hold down a complicated sequence of buttons. Cancel. Cancel. There we go. Right. So if we up... No. Shift up. No. Control shift up. There we go. No. No. Yes. Like that. Not that high. That high. Like that. Okay, there's the bridge. Now, all you've got to do is connect to it. I sense you're not going to want to go up that high, though, are you? You're going to need to delete back a little. Is that an incredibly high bridge we've stuck there? Let's see what sort of clearance we're giving people. Speed it up so we can get that train back. Come on, how much space do you need? That does look rather high. That's like 5 stories high. Yeah, okay, let's try going one lower. And then I need to stop spending money. Okay. Rail, roads, yes, lay. Thank you. Right, shift up, up, no, no. There. Okay. Well, all right. Well, that's one extra elevation up. So there isn't anything in between that. So that's how we're going to have to go. I'm using the shadow as a guide for the position. If we stick that back in as it was, fix. Right. Okay. This is gonna cost, isn't it? This is going to drain my resources, and I'm already spending money like billio. Right. You connect to up one, up. No, 20 meters is where I want you. All right, maybe we'll go the other way. Yeah, don't think about going downhill there. Start thinking about going downhill earlier than that. Welcome to unintuitive controls. So you control the elevation by using the mouse wheel, right? Now, usually the mouse wheel does your standard kind of camera zoom in and out. Yep. Okay. Stop mucking around. But if you hold down Control, it's going to Control Shift. No. How do I get you to ramp? I want you to ramp gently down onto that. See, everybody who's watching this can see exactly what it is I'm trying to do. Why can't you, game? Maybe there's a button somewhere that will do it. Whoa, what did I just do? That's... Oh, okay. That seems to be... I just found the button there for follow that train. I don't want to follow that train. Yes, all right, yes, thank you. Stop following the train. I no longer... Let's press escape. No. Quit follow mode. There we go. Meanwhile, what's going on here? This is, this is the kind of stuff that will crash your game quite happily. Right, where are we? Bridge. Look, I want you down. You don't even have to connect to that bit that I've built already. I just want you to descend again. To 20, no, 0 meters above sea level. Alright, let's cancel this. Let's figure out the buttons I need. There we go, cancelled. Right. Yeah, we can unpause. You're alright. Oh no, it's not going to because I'm doing something technical. Right. Alright, it's not holding down shift on its own. It's not holding down control on its own, although that allows you to change the height bar. Okay, that's fine. So it's going from ground level, which is 0 meters, up to 20 meters above ground level, which is there. And it doesn't want to. Alright. See, I mean, I can make this bridge now do all manner of wacky nonsense, and if I leave it all the way over there, it will connect up. Madness. What's this bit of road got going on so special? Maybe it'll just do it itself if I leave enough space. All right. In which case, let's remove a chunk of this, despite the fact that's a really nice bit of real estate there that I'm removing, and it cost me a fair few quid to put it up in the first place. I'll do that for you if it makes you happy. Fix. Good. Right, then of course we're going to want to do something the other side, and that's possibly going to involve the destruction of that chap's house. Sorry mate, if you build on the edge of town, anything can happen. Do you want it? Do you want it? No. I don't want to do this, because that's going to cost me 13 million. In an entirely unnecessary fashion. No. And don't get me wrong, it's quite fun looking. And I imagine 5 million of that 13 is going to be buying up that chap's house. No, not interested. Okay, right, well, stop trying then. So what else could I do with this? I know what I could do. I could take it out over here and then over there. And this is where potentially I set the level I wanted to. Ah, okay, right. So it's natural inclination. Okay, here's what I've learned. The inclination of bridges is going to be to try and head for the ground, right? That's relatively sensible. But if left unchecked, but what you can do is you set the elevation that you want it to end up at. So I'm just going to leave that just hanging for the time being. That's future expansion right there. What I would quite like to do though is just get a little bit more building space up. We could do that. Again, that's quite expensive. That's 4 million. You know, if you ever wanted to know how to burn through all of your cash relatively quickly, you could almost see this series as a tutorial. Yep, that's fun too. That'll do. Whoa, that cost me 15 million quid. Right, enough. Get away from the road tool. You've done enough already. Smashing. Okay. Let's let this build up again. Right, what I probably ought to do, let's advance the speed a touch. This area will start to build up of its own accord because it just can't help it. It probably won't if I keep watching it though. So how about I stop watching it? There we go. Look, there you go. It did a bit just then. There we go. And this is going to eat into the profits on that goods train because previously it was always dropping off its entire load. Let's go have a look at our money. What are we up to? 986 of the things. Energy information. 25,000 out of 30,000. Good. That's all good. This year we're down 183 million, down to me having spent a load of it probably multiple times. But the important bits for us to look at is power profit. So power profit has been steadily growing throughout the course of the year. Factory profit, steadily growing. Well, easing maybe a little at the moment. Depot profit's down because I built a new depot. But railroad profit, hooray for us, is doing quite nicely. Well, where are we? What month are we in? February. Where... Why is that going down? Are we in the weekend? Yes, we're in the weekend. So that will surge back up again once we start running our passenger services because they are performing reasonably well. I say confidently. Interesting. Why are our passenger services suddenly dropping off? Let's ramp the speed and see if this trends upwards at all. And our railroad profit has just disappeared. Oh, it's because I'm burning money on this goods service. So power plant's profit's okay. Factories are okay. Warehouses are going the wrong way. Presumably the other two warehouses are empty. The other two kind of districts' warehouses are empty. Yes, they are. Okay, so getting this to grow with just one train is going to prove to be challenging. And that man just told me something, but because I'm going at warp speed, I missed it. All right, let's have a quick look here. What are we talking about tax-wise? I've got 7 million to pay in property tax. Thank you for that. 450 grand in VAT. That's fine. I can live with that. Okay. So, yeah, here we go. Look at what's happened with our railroad profits. They've gone through the floor. Depot profits are stabilising. Subsidiary profits are still poor. Oh dear. This all has a ring of familiarity to it, doesn't it? All right. So the choices are going to be build another. Here was what my plan was going to be: is have one goods train serving from our kind of factory depot area, factory station, out to districts 1 and 3. Right, which would have worked quite nicely because I could have gone like, right, do district 1, right, do district 3, right, do district 1, right, do district 3, just like that. But that wouldn't work because I also need to do district 2, which means that potentially the train isn't going to visit often enough. But the upshot is I've got these depots that are just sitting empty, which is stopping growth and costing me money. So the other choice was going to be get a second train that did the same the opposite end, right? In which case it needs a second city, town, whatever you call it, districts. We're calling them districts. A second district to go to at that end as well. All right, there must be another route to success here, and I need to figure it out fast. Otherwise, we're going to be, once again lacking the profits. Okay, I think the least I can do is let's adjust the timetable for this train. Train U, timetable assistant. Action mode, yeah, that's fine. What you're doing there is absolutely fine. Yeah, I'm sensing already that I'm going to be bumping into trains not complying with each other because there aren't any signals. There's no signalling in this game. The only way you get a train to stop and let another one through is by putting a station there. Right, we're not going to reverse. We're going to go straight, but load definitely. Yeah, this is a better move. Okay, unload. Right. Okay, so we're still going to be down on profits. Straight, load, yeah, good. Right, closing system, that should do it. So what I've just done, you've spotted what I've just done. So we're now taking goods back out here and District 3. District 1 going without at the moment, which I don't like it. But there's no other way to do it because the trains are not going to run in a consistent fashion. What else is there that you could do here? The other problem, of course, is that you can't... Basically, a train is always going to respond exactly the same way every time it comes into a station. So if I tell it to go from the factory area here to District 1, and I tell it at District 1 to unload, it will always unload at District 1. So it can't then come back again, pick up another load, bypass District 1 the second time round. Doesn't work. Doesn't work like that. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be harmful. Although my money has gone up a little. Let's have a quick look. Where are we? April. Okay, so the factory's making profit, and that's something. But what isn't helpful at all is what's going on here. Now, maybe I could, if I put down a loading bay that was within the catchment area of. So if I put this here, for example, nope, it's out of range. What about nope, out of range? It would need to be on top of the mountain. Is there anywhere? No, there isn't. What about this side? Not even close. I could put it here. I could put it there. That would work. Except it wouldn't, because that will only service District 2. Challenging. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up there. This has been a slightly erratic episode. I stand by it conceptually, as we want to get District 3 building up as well. But how am I going to do that? There's a couple of choices. I could put a truck stop here and truck stuff from District 1 out to District 3, which might be the way I end up going, and then just using this branch for passenger services. In fact, I could probably get passengers running sooner rather than later. The challenge there is how exactly, because the way the game's set up is it's going to be beneficial if I run things in a circuit. Interesting. I'm going to ponder this. And helpfully, look at these tower blocks that are built over this bridge, under this bridge. That's going to make for some expensive future building. Everything makes for expensive future building. That is the nature of the game. Join me next time, please do. I've been Colonel Failure. Please leave a like and subscribe if you've not done so already. And I'll see you soon. Cheers.